So I've gotten caught with things in school that I should not have at school. And I was thinking of stories I can tell. And I remember this one time I got caught being way too high in school. So this happened actually last year in eighth grade. So I was still in middle school at the time and I was just getting back into smoking. I had smoked before, but eighth grade was when I really started smoking like consistently. And I remember spring break was ending and I had school the next day. Do you guys ever just get that feeling where you forget you had school or work the next day and you just feel like complete shit? Well, yeah, that's kind of how I felt. And my 13-year-old self decided that next morning I want to smoke before school. So I grabbed my old TV remote and popped off the back where you put the batteries. And I grabbed my little dime sized bag and I grabbed my lighter and started walking to school. And there was a giant empty field on the side of my school. So I smoked the entire bag. I finished like 3 entire nugs and I was just on another planet at this point and I didn't realize it, but the bell had rung like 10 minutes ago. So I start packing my shit up and I feel a tap on my shoulder and I'm expecting it to be a teacher or something, and I turn around and it was my friend at the time, and I'll call him Noah for privacy reasons. And I was like, "Oh, what's up, man?" He was like, "Smoking a little bit of weed over here." And I was like, "Yeah, I gotta get back to class though." And he asked me if I wanted to skip first and second period with him, and I was like, "You know what? I'm already late. I just got stoned out of my mind. I might as well skip at least until it wears off a little bit." So I told him, I said, "Yeah, sure, why not?" And he was like, "Hell yeah, bro. You trying to go get food?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm down." I was starving. So we walked down the road to a Taco Bell and I order us food and we start eating at one of the tables inside. And I tell Noah, "Yo, I'm gonna go use the bathroom really fast." So I go to the bathroom, I do my business. I was only in there maybe 30, 45 seconds, and I open the bathroom door and I see I see a cop walk in the Taco Bell me and Noah were skipping at. But not just any cop, it was my school cop, and he notices Noah sitting at one of the tables because he's caught him doing shit at school before, so he knew Noah. And I'm by the bathroom so I can't hear what they're talking about, and I have three options. I either walk over to Noah and my school cop and pray he doesn't think we're skipping, or I go back in the bathroom and let Noah deal with it, or I leave. And I'm not about to let Noah deal with that shit by himself. So I walk over to them, and keep in mind, my vision is getting fuzzy. I'm feeling dizzy as shit, and I'm just stony baloney at this point. So I am not feeling the greatest. And it's only been maybe 45 minutes since I smoked, and Noah didn't smoke at all. So I walk over to him and my school cop, and sure enough, he's asking Noah why he's skipping. And he notices me and he goes, "Oh," he says my name, "you're skipping too, huh?" And I was just silent. And he notices my eyes were like super red, like fucking tomatoes, like tomato soup type red. And he goes, "Wow, you reek." And I was just having a silent panic attack. And he's like, "Are you high?" And I say, "No, no, I'm not. I'm just tired." And he goes, "All right, boys, I'm taking you back to school. Come on." So me and Noah get in the back of his police cruiser and he drives us down the road back to the school. And the school cop says, "Look, I know you guys were smoking." And Noah says he didn't. And I just spill my load all over him and I admit to smoking weed. And he was like, "Oh, well, thank you for being honest. Look, I'm not gonna get you boys in trouble. I'll let you go back to class. And also, don't do that stuff. You're way too young for that crap. And one more thing, do you have anything on you?" And I tell him I have a lighter and that's it. And he confiscates my lighter. And I had this small, like, blue blowtorch that I use almost every day. And shit, I miss that lighter. But, anyways, he takes it and sends me and Noah into the school, and we had to explain to the front desk lady like why we were this late. Obviously, we didn't tell the truth. We told her we decided to take the city bus this morning and it didn't show. And me and Noah were walking in the hallway to go to our next classes, and before he leaves, he asks if I'm good because I was just still on a whole nother planet, and he could tell. And I'm like, "Yeah, I'll be good." And I went to class, and it was near the middle of my math class. That shit sucked sucked. But yeah, I finished school that day and I was on the verge of throwing up like basically the entire school day, but I didn't. I made it through the day and I went home after that and I immediately fell asleep. That was probably the best sleep I have ever gotten in my entire life. But that's gonna be it for that. I hope you guys enjoyed and peace.